Hey y'all. So I know it's a little dark, but maybe that's a little better. Uh I'm not gonna sit here and say that I may not cry. But it's been a really hard night. I wish I knew how to edit videos and post pictures inside of them and all that fancy stuff, but the truth is I don't. I lost my best friend tonight. Her name was Buffy, and I had her for 11 years. She was born October 27th of 2006, and she passed away today around 7:30. She had breast cancer, and I didn't know until she was about 8 years old that if you didn't get your baby spayed early, before 2 years, that it caused more of a risk of breast cancer. And every time I think about it, I feel like I failed. I feel like there was more that I could have done. Truth is, I couldn't find a vet that would work with me on payments. The surgery was going to cost almost $1,000. I reached out for help, and I didn't get any. And it makes me mad when I see all these GoFundMe accounts with people, please pay for my vacation, please pay for my boob job, please pay for whatever. And my poor little dog died tonight. I held her up until the very end. I talked to her. And honestly, it was a combination of I love you and I'm sorry. She was my world. My husband will even say that I loved her more than I loved him. And it was true. That dog was with me when no one else was. I watched her take her last breath. She stretched out her body. And at that point I knew. Her mouth opened. And I knew that was her muscles releasing. And I lost it. I started wailing like I've never heard myself before. And again, it was a combination of I love you and I'm sorry. She was my child. She was my ride or die. She went with me everywhere. She did everything with me and she never complained. I never had to put her on a leash because she always stayed right at my feet. This afternoon, she tried to walk. She couldn't. She had lost a lot of blood and she was weak. And she just fell over. And I work at home, so I was sitting at my desk. And I had to end my shift early because I knew that she was going. And I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if my dog died at my feet. I couldn't. I couldn't be on a call and that happened. I wouldn't be able to control myself. So I had to excuse myself early with permission, of course. My dog crawled across the floor to lay at my feet and she lifted her little head. And I know a lot of people may not know the personality of a Lhasa Apso, but they have this thing where they talk. It's these little grunts and snorts, and it's just a breed trait. She tried to talk 3 times while I was holding her. And that was the end. I watched her cross the Rainbow Bridge. And a part of me died with her. I asked my husband to get me a shovel. I didn't do a very good job digging a hole, but I tried. And my mom and my aunt came, and like every funeral before of my family's, most southern families, I guess, we played Go Rest High on the Mountain. That's just a thing. And as soon as I heard the music, I just lost it. We covered her and, said a few words. And here I sit, looking at my couch and the place that Buffy would be right now. She'd be laying on the back of the couch on her cushion. And tonight, I have to go to bed and not put her on her pillow. She had a pillow right above mine. I'm trying not to go to bed because I don't know how.